Hey everybody, Andy here, aka Montoli, and we are back for another Vintage League, and we're back with a spicy one again. I've brought back 5 color shops as I'm ramping up for champs, and every ounce of my soul wants this deck to be viable. All of that said, I'm not so sure it's as good as just overt Golo shops, so we're going to try it out. Like, it's got some tools that are very good in the mirror match for sure. As you can see in my sideboard there, like I've got 3 buy forces, which are pretty powerful, so we're going to see. We're going to try it out. Now, we did not win the die roll here. Siofo, I believe, is a combo player. So that said, I think this hand is very, very mediocre. But on the draw, it might be all right. We've got a Sphere and a Revoker following up the next turn. So if they don't have an insane start, we might be all right here. Obviously, we're playing off the top of our library, and we're going to need a little bit of help. I don't feel good about it, though. Okay, Manifold Key, that's fine. Oh, they got Mox. Okay. All right, that wasn't too bad. Now, we still got to get through counter magic here, but... Oh, there's a real nice one, eh? Let's see if this resolves. I do think we have to go for a 3-ball here. Oh, no! The Miser mental misstep stops us cold. That's unfortunate. Now we're in a bit of a predicament that we're going to be facing down golems here. Certainly could get PO'd as well. Not right now, but if they have something else, some more mana here, they could PO us. Time Vault. Okay, we just died to the Vault combo. Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. Gonna bring in some powder kegs here and some pyroblasts. I can also see a couple buy forces coming in this matchup as well. I think Karn Cyan of Urza is not at its greatest here. Balance, it's potential. There's potential here. We'll see what other cuts we can make. I think Tabernacle at Pender Vale is not where we want to be. I think Pithing Needle is maybe okay. I probably want to have one. I think the Tinker combo is probably not necessary in this matchup. I mean, it could be good, but I don't think it's great. What can I cut here? I think balance might have to go. You know what? I'm going to cut a Golos. Let's try this. Let's give this a go. I'd like to reveal Giganta. This hand is not good. This hand is much better. Definitely keeping it. Let's think this through here. I think the Ancient Tomb is the card to go here. And guess what my turn 1 play is going to be. Now, if this resolves, a good chance we're going to win the game. If it doesn't resolve, there's a reasonable chance we're going to lose the game. But when you got a turn 1 3-ball, you just jam it when you're on the play. Yeah, that's very powerful for us. Now, I think I'm just going to get my Forge going in my Academy because I believe the Academy is probably the best way to get going. Do I want a Pyroblast? I don't think so. I can't do anything because I'm underneath my own Trinisphere here, but I'm not going to get the Pyroblast here. It could be really powerful against a Hurkyl's Recall, but I don't think we're going to be in a position to do that. Oh, well, there it was. That could have been pretty decent, I guess. Pretty awkward here. Look, my opponent might have a Hercules recall or something like that, but I'm just going to maximize my plays as best as I can here. Obviously, we have to give the turn up, but that's all right. There's no guarantees my opponent has a land here either. Or just maximize as much as we can off the forge. Okay, well that's good for us. Because we're going to drop a Golos here uncontested, and then we're going to play a sphere. I like all this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just actually going to cast the sphere here. That way we're protecting ourselves from Hercules recall. And we're going to do this. And we're going to go get a strip mine. Okay, they've conceded. All right. Obviously a very tenuous hand there. Like, had my opponent had the third land, Hercules recalled us and just PO'd us out or tinkered or whatever it was, we could have died very easily there. But quite often combo players are keeping hands that are land light and moxen heavy. So this is one of the problems that I find with the 5-color deck is that it doesn't run null rod. And really there's no reason we can't run null rods other than that it is damaging to our deck fairly significantly. But perhaps it's just correct to do that. I'm going back to some old tech that I used to use in Ravager shops when PO was at its prime, and I never found it great. But ratchet bombs and powder kegs, but you certainly can catch them with their pants down. And that said, with 8 cast running around, powder keg has the added benefit of killing Seat of the Synod. So I am trying out a couple kegs here. Now, I could see a world where we want an extra Byforce on the draw. We get a powerful hand, Mox, Lotus, Academy or something like that. We can blow up all their stuff. So that could be a reasonable option. What do we want to take out is the question. Maybe we just take out a Chromatic Lantern here. It's awkward for sure because we're funneling down on our ability to find colored mana, but this deck has shown itself to be fairly consistent at finding colored mana. Worst case scenario, you have Golos to go and find it for you. But this is a tough spot to be in. I think I'm looking for a combination of fast mana, sphere resistance, and a powder keg. Yeah, this is very solid. One of the most recent additions I've put in this deck is Revokers. The original iteration didn't run any Revokers to make room for some of the big bomb spells, but I just think that with combo being as prevalent as it is right now, you just have to play them. Brainstorm. Wow, is this a desperation? Brainstorm, what if they lock themselves here? Oh boy. Mox. Okay, stop right there, will you? Oh dear. Well, the question here is, Like, I feel like slamming 3 ball is the correct line because I believe it will get the counter out of their hand. And then we follow up with Ratchet Bomb the following turn. Now, we're of course vulnerable doing that, but I think it's correct. You know, like if they don't have it, we're going to feel a little bit bad about it because they can cast over top of our Trinisphere for sure. They can tinker us out. We could die that way. But I feel like playing Powder Keg into a counterspell. I don't know. Do I just play Keg? It's a very difficult situation. I think we just play the Keg here. I think there is a very reasonable chance they have a counterspell though. So I'm going to actually play the 3 ball. I think 3 ball is very likely to net a counterspell here. No guarantees, but likely. And we'll feel smart if this gets countered. And if it doesn't get countered, I still think it's reasonable. Okay, so it fetched the Force of Will. So that's exactly what we're looking for. And they had a PO in hand. So we're going to have a turn of vulnerability here. But there's a very reasonable chance that yeah, so there you go. Our Powder Keg is going to look really nice here. And we have a mana here. I think we're going to get her going. And we're just going to cast a Revoker, and we're going to put it down on Sensei's Divining Top. I think that's reasonable. Now, there's a number of ways we can still lose from here, but this is a very strong position for us in that we're going to be able to get Golos here. We're going to go get a Strip Mine. Ooh, that's nice. Maybe I just play Crucible here. Yeah, I'm going to play... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to play Lodestone Golem. Yeah, Lodestone Golem's good here. It's a sphere. I'm pretty happy to do that. And for whatever reason, if they remove it, I've got the Pyroblast up. I don't even think I need to cast Golos here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on. Okay. Pretty good comeback there. Powder Keg, that's funny. What do we want to get here? Can remove their Mox. Like I'm hitting pretty hard here. Do I want to take their Mox here? I don't think so. I think I'll just take their Soul Ring. So here's an interesting scenario that you don't see out of Golo shops, but you see out of 5-color shops, is that I am actually holding up a Pyroblast right here, which just has the penchant to be absolutely backbreaking. I think I'm going to kill the Sol Ring here. I'm not too worried about mana. Yeah, very strong win from us there, showcasing the power of the 5-color shops deck. And of course, you're seeing some of the tech that I've implemented of old in Powder Keg and was very powerful there in removing 3 Moxes and we were going to get a Soul Ring to boot, shutting down opportunity to potentially turn on a Mox Opal at any point in time. So yeah, I think that was a solid showcasing for 5 color shops. Remember, hit that like and subscribe button.